This is a hog trail through the woods. They've left footprints all along it, and it's real short, just at their height. We're gonna follow it a little bit and see what's back here. See, those aren't even acting like wild hogs. Those are acting like domestic pigs, and they were spotted. They were pink as well as black. I've never seen that. I've never seen that out here before in the woods. It's a first for me. Alright, so now we've got a bit of a fork in the path. I can either go that way or that way, and neither way looks very good. They're both very overgrown, but I guess this is the easier looking one, so let's try this one. Ah, hell with it. This is the adventurous way. Let's go this way.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Florida in Ruins, right here on Explorida. My name's Tom, and today we're looking for evidence of a long-lost ghost town. The town of Oriole was a small mining settlement, located in what is now the Withlacoochee State Forest. It was nestled alongside a small lake by the same name, and is currently on the property of the Oriole Cattle Ranch. The town was settled in 1884 by J.A. Clarkson Jr., and had a population of about 100 people.
It's incredibly humid over here, and we're in pretty close proximity to a lake, so this place is infested with bugs of every kind. There's huge dragonflies flying around, butterflies, all kinds of mosquitoes that are, some of the biggest mosquitoes you'll ever see. Some sort of scrap here on the ground. Old rusted out can. What are these pits over here, I wonder? There are these deep depressions here in the ground. They look like they might be sinkholes. Pretty deep. The vines are really thick all over out here. It's like some sort of a deranged prison. You can barely get through because there's just vines all over everything. This is actually pretty spooky. Yeah, there's a fence that goes right here, actually almost through the bricks here. See, right here's the fence. It's going right across the bricks. And there's another fence here, barbed wire, pretty sharp even, that goes to a nearby ranch. Pretty freaking cool. There's all kinds of old brick fragments all over the ground, but there don't really appear to be any missing from the structure. It's all pretty squared off still. So either these were from some sort of extension to the structure, meaning there was a much larger building here, or they were some sort of formation on top of it and it used to be taller. It's actually open on the top, and there's metal bolts, or not bolts, excuse me, rebar going into it. There's all kinds of bricks buried in this mound here. It goes on for quite a ways. Looks like there definitely was a much larger structure here than just what's left of it.
So now that we know a bit more about how the people of Oriole once lived, we're going to unearth the story of their death by visiting their graves.
Alright, so I've turned off of the main path and I'm checking out this little side path. It looks pretty promising, like maybe it'll take me to the gate that I'm looking for.
Somewhere in this forest is the third oldest cemetery in all of Hernando County, and we're going to find it.
There's signs of hogs rooting around up ahead, digging for roots. There's a turtle right there. Oh, actually, are you alive, Mr. Turtle? I don't think he's alive. It's just a shell. Okay, so there's a fence here, and I do believe I'm gonna have to cross it, because up ahead over here is a trail, actually more of a path for vehicles, more of a road that you can actually see on Google Earth going back into the woods. And that means that the cemetery should be over here somewhere out here in these woods. Still gotta find it though. So this is a nice find. This is one of my favorite Florida wildflowers, the passion flower. Beautiful. Got another one opening up. There's just passion fruit vines all over the ground here. It's another one of the flowers. And then here one of the fruits is growing in. I remember picking these things and eating them as a kid out in the fields by my grandparents' house. It's going to be a fair amount of fruits. This is what happens when you've got a tree farm like what we're in that doesn't get maintained very well. The undergrowth just takes over like this. A lot of butterflies back here. More passion flowers up ahead. There's passion fruit vines all over the ground, all throughout this thicket. Probably snakes too. Some blackberry plants, no berries on them right now. Wrong time of year for that. Oh, there's a strange caterpillar on my screen. Get off. Alright, so now I've discovered a new trail going back this way. Honestly, not even sure if I'm supposed to or allowed to be back here, but you know, that's what happens. Oh, that's pretty cool. Banana spider's got a beetle. Okay, so I have no idea what way you're supposed to come from to get here, but I definitely didn't go that way. But I'm pretty sure that this is the gate to the cemetery. I'm almost positive. This looks just like what I've seen online, so. It's not locked. Not chained up or anything. I think we're in for some pretty cool sights here. Creepy, but cool. Whoa, okay, right into a banana spider. Again, that's going to be an every episode thing, guys. Pretty sure. There's just so many of them out here. Man, I can't even... Man, if you guys could build your web somewhere besides the middle of the trail, I'd really appreciate it. Wow, another one, okay. Bobbing and weaving to avoid these things. If this is a cemetery, it doesn't look like one I've ever seen before. Wow. Yeah, we're here. This is it. Totally overgrown, like beyond overgrown. It's kind of creepy. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a rabbit. We got Little Della Joe. October 1899 she passed away. She was born in 96. It's a child grave. In heaven there is one angel more, it says. This is probably the coolest looking one out here. Woodman of the World Memorial, it says. And as I'm filming this, a small tick is climbing across my phone screen. Just thought I'd throw that out there. 1917. Asleep in Jesus. Some of the graves out here are really small. This one just has initials, DMT. DMT, huh? This row here, we've got one of the Talley family. Buried next to another member of the Talley family. Nothing's legible on there. Daughter of I.N. and M.E. Talley. Died 1890. 5 years old. This one's fallen over. Very pretty looking gravestone though. Beautiful craftsmanship. This one's completely weathered away. I have no idea what this would have said at one point. Oh, nope, it's backwards. McVean Giddens. And here we have Elizabeth Giddens. Died 1876. Some of the tombstones over here are just leaning up against a tree. Not sure if you can tell what that says, because I certainly cannot. Memory something. All four of these are the same way. Here we have little Joe. Joseph Franklin. Born 1886, died 1888. So I'm wondering who it is that's coming out here and leaving stuffed animals at these graves. There's a lot of wildflowers growing in here. It's really pretty. This one's cracked in half. It's never a good sign. There was some sort of plaque on the ground too for this one, but both of them are damaged and destroyed. Supposedly there are as many as 15 unmarked graves out here at this site, in addition to the marked ones. These weeds are, some of them are 3 or 4 feet tall. It's another one that's weathered beyond legibility. This one's just initials. There's another one over here that looks like it's the same way. Florida records indicate that the Oriole post office existed between 1884 and 1898. And it was at some point during this window that the entire town was just wiped out by an influenza epidemic. And you know, here in the United States, we have really nice medicine nowadays, and we tend not to think of the flu as being that big of a deal. But the reality is that 36,000 Americans die every year for flu-related symptoms, and more than 200,000 are hospitalized for the same reason. And back in those days, it would have been much worse, especially in young children. That's why a lot of the graves here, there's kids that, you know, they were only alive for 3 to 5 years, some of them less, and, you know, they tragically met their fate due to disease. And, you know, nowadays we're really so distanced from the things that can kill us, the natural deaths. We've extended our life so much further than it used to be. And we just really don't even think about it. You know, it's a normal part of modern life. So it's easy to forget that this sort of thing happened back in the day. I'm not even really sure what this trail is or if it's marked, but this is the trail that's actually right next to the cemetery. And I have no idea where the access point to even get to this trail from the road is. Because I came through the woods to get to this thing. But this would have been a lot easier if I came in on whatever this trail is. They're not very aggressive. They're definitely quite timid. They saw me and they just ran right off into the woods. Not exactly what I would expect from something like that out in the woods. Alright, so now I'm back on the Withlacoochee State Trail again, out of the woods. Only walked through a handful of spider webs and only got a little bit cut up, so all in all, a success. We found the Sugarmill ruins, we found the cemetery, and heck, throw this in there, we even found a family of hogs, so that was pretty exciting. All in all, not a bad adventure. That's about it for episode 2, and there will be an episode 3, so if you want to see more, go ahead and keep it right here on Explorida. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go get on my bike and ride like hell before Hurricane Irma gets here and wipes us off the map.